Welcome friends. In this module, we discuss simplex method. The objectives of this module are to know simplex method of solving a LPP, to learn the procedures of simplex method, to practice solving LPP by simplex method. Simplex method. The simplex method is an iterative procedure for solving a linear programming problem in a finite number of steps. This method provides an algorithm which consists in moving from one vertex of the set of feasible solution SF to another in a prescribed manner such that the value of the objective function f of x at the succeeding vertex is greater than that of the preceding vertex for a maximization problem. The algebraic procedure of solving an LPP through simplex methods is at first illustrated through an example. Maximize f of x equal to 4x1 plus 5x2 subject to x1 minus 2x2 less than or equal to 2, 2x1 plus x2 less than or equal to 6, x1 plus 2x2 less than or equal to 5, minus x1 plus x2 less than or equal to 2, where x1 greater than or equal to 0, x2 greater than or equal to 0. Step 1. Add slack variables to the constraint inequalities and state problem in the general form as follows. Maximize f of x equal to 4x1 plus 5x2 subject to x1 minus 2x2 plus x3 equal to 2, 2x1 plus x2 plus x4 equal to 6, x1 plus 2x2 plus x5 equal to 5, minus x1 plus x2 plus x6 equal to 2, xi greater than or equal to 0 for I equal to 1, 2, etc. 6, where x3, x4, x5, x6 are the slack variables. Step 2. Since the problem is with 4 constraint equations in 6 unknowns, to get an initial basic feasible solution, the variable x3, x4, x5 and x6 which are having linearly independent column vectors are taken as basic variables and the other two variables x1 and x2 are equating to 0. Then we get the initial basic feasible solution IBFS as x1 equal to 0, x2 equal to 0, x3 equal to 2, x4 equal to 6, x5 equal to 5 and x6 equal to 2. Then f of x equal to 0. It is to test whether the current solution is optimal or not. For this, we start the simplex table and calculate the quantities Zj minus Cj known as net evaluation for each of the variables j. A specimen of simplex table which conveniently displays the basic feasible solution xb, the associated cost vector cb, the basic vectors yb and the column vectors yj's corresponds to the coefficients of xj's in the constraint equations for all j, and the net evaluations Zj minus Cj for all the variables are shown as net evaluations Zj minus Cj's are calculated by the expression Cbyj minus Cj. If net evaluations for all the variables are positive, the current solution is optimum. Otherwise, identify the variable with most negative net evaluation and add that variable as a basic variable. Then remove one of the variables from the existing basic variables. To identify the variable to be removed, we find the ratio xbi by yir for yir greater than 0 for I equal to 1, 2, etc. m. The basic variable corresponds to the least ratio is to be removed. In our problem with the initial basic variables x3, x4, x5 and x6, the first iteration table is since there are some negative net evaluations, the current solution is not optimum. Z2 minus C2 equal to minus 5 is the most negative net evaluation. The corresponding column vector y2 enters the basis. The corresponding variable x2 is incoming variable as the basic variable. The ratios corresponding to the variable x2 are calculated. The ratios are 6 by 1, 5 by 1, 2 by 1, Among these, the minimum value 2 by 1 corresponds to vector y6 of the basis. Hence, y6 will leave the basis yb. That is, the corresponding variable x6 goes out. The element y42 equal to 1 common to incoming variables column and outgoing variables row is called the pivotal element. Step 3. Introducing the new variable x2 as basic variable and eliminating x2 from the first three equations with the help of the last using some elementary row transformations. For this, to make the pivotal element as 1 if it is not, and by some row operations and make all other entries in the column of pivotal element as zeros by some row transformations. Now, we get the second iteration table as. Now, the solution is x1 equal to 0, x2 equal to 2, x3 equal to 6, x4 equal to 4, x5 equal to 1 and x6 equal to 0. This implies f of x equal to 10. Since all Zj minus Cj's for j equal to 1, 2, etc. 6 are not non-negative, the current solution is not optimal. As the methods described in the first iteration, here x1 enters as basic variable and x5 goes out. Make the pivotal element as 1 by dividing the third row by 3 and make all other entries in the column of pivotal element as zeros with some row operations. Continue the iteration until optimal solution attains. Third iteration table. Z6 minus C6 is negative. The current solution is not optimal. X6 enters as basic variable and x4 goes out. Fourth iteration table. Since all Zj minus Cj values are non-negative, the current solution is optimal. Hence, the maximum value of f of x equal to 16, where x1 equal to 7 by 3, x2 equal to 4 by 3, x3 equal to 7 by 3, x4 equal to 0, x5 equal to 0 and x6 equal to 3. But x3, x4, x5 and x6 are slack variables. Hence, the solution of the problem is maximum of f of x equal to 16, where x1 equal to 7 by 3 and x2 equal to 4 by 3. Simplex algorithm. In short, the simplex algorithm can be stated as follows. Steps. Step 1. Make the LPP in maximization type. Step 2. In standard form of the LPP, ensure BIs are non-negative or make them as non-negative. Step 3. Obtain the initial basic feasible solution. Step 4. Form the simplex table. Step 5. Compute net evaluation Zj minus Cj for each variable j. Zj minus Cj equal to Cb into Yj minus Cj. If all Zj minus Cj's are non-negative, the solution is optimal. Step 6. If not, improve the solution by finding the new basic variable by noting the most negative net evaluation. Let it be Zr minus Cr corresponds to the variable Xr. Step 7. Determine the outgoing variable, which is the variable with least ratio of xbi by yir for yir greater than 0, with corresponding entry in the column vector of the incoming variable xr. Step 8. If all yir less than or equal to 0 for I equal to 1, 2, etc. m, then there is an unbounded solution to the given problem. Step 9. Form the simplex table with the revised basis. Step 10. Go to step 5. Degeneracy. In simplex methods, the minimum value among the set of non-negative ratios decides the outgoing variable at a particular iteration. In some iteration, the minimum non-negative ratio may happen for 2 or more basic variables. In that case, a tie occurs as to which variable is to drop. One can arbitrarily decide in favor of one, but then it turns out that the variables which tied with it and continue to remain in the basis also become 0. In other words, one or more of the basic variables too have 0 value. Such a case is called degenerate. In degeneracy, theoretically the basis has been changed, but the value of the objective function remains the same. Geometrically, it may be interpreted as the case of two coincident vertices. We change from one to other vertex, but substantially remain where we are. In most cases, we go ahead with our iterations and finally reach a basis with improved value for the objective function and finally get the optimal solution. But in some cases, after much iteration, we arrive back at the degenerate basis from which we started. Such cases are termed as cyclic degeneracy. Problems. Problem 1. Maximize f of x equal to 107 x1 plus x2 plus 2x3 subject to 14 x1 plus x2 minus 6 x3 plus 3 x4 equal to 7, 16 x1 plus 1 by 2 x2 minus 6 x3 less than or equal to 5, 3 x1 minus x2 minus x3 less than or equal to 0, x1 greater than or equal to 0, x2 greater than or equal to 0, x3 greater than or equal to 0, x4 greater than or equal to 0. Solution. Introducing slack variables x5 and x6 to the problem, the constraints becomes equalities as follows: 14 x1 plus x2 minus 6 x3 plus 3 x4 equal to 7, 16 x1 plus 1 by 2 x2 minus 6 x3 plus x5 equal to 5, 3 x1 minus x2 minus x3 plus x6 equal to 0. Let us write the constraint equalities as 14 by 3 x1 plus 1 by 3 x2 minus 2 x3 plus x4 equal to 7 by 3, 16 x1 plus 1 by 2 x2 minus 6 x3 plus x5 equal to 5, and 3 x1 minus x2 minus x3 plus x6 equal to 0. Here we have 3 equalities and 6 variables. Hence, equate 3 variables to zeros to get a solution. The variables x4, x5 and x6 having linearly independent column vectors are considered as basic variables and assign the other variables as zeros. Now we get the solution as x1 equal to 0, x2 equal to 0, x3 equal to 0, x4 equal to 7 by 3, x5 equal to 5, x6 equal to 0. The first iteration table is here z1 minus c1 equal to minus 107 is the most negative. Hence, the vector y1 corresponding to the variable x1 enters as basis and the vector y6 corresponding to the variable x6 with least ratio 0 leaves the basis. The new iteration table is here the most negative net evaluation is z3 minus c3, that is equal to minus 113 divided by 3. But the column vector corresponding to z3 minus c3 contains no positive elements. Hence, the corresponding column vector y3 cannot enter the basis. This is an indication that there is an unbounded solution to the given LPP. Problem 2. Minimize f of x equal to minus 5 x1 minus 3 x2 subject to x1 plus x2 less than or equal to 9, x1 plus 2 x2 less than or equal to 18, x1 less than or equal to 4, x2 less than or equal to 3, x1 greater than or equal to 0, x2 greater than or equal to 0. Solution. At first, change the minimization problem to maximization. Minimize f of x equal to minus 5 x1 minus 3 x2 is maximizing phi of x equal to minus f of x, that is equal to 5 x1 plus 3 x2. Introducing slack variables x3, x4 and x5 to the problem, the constraints are becoming equalities as follows: x1 plus x2 plus x3 equal to 9, x1 plus 2x2 plus x4 equal to 18, x1 plus x5 equal to 4, x2 plus x6 equal to 3. In the above 4 equalities with 6 variables, the variable x3, x4, x5 and x6 are having linearly independent column vectors. They are considered as basic variables and assign the other variables x1 and x2 as zeros. Now we get the solution as x1 equal to 0, x2 equal to 0, x3 equal to 9, x4 equal to 18, x5 equal to 4, x6 equal to 3. The first iteration table is: from the above table we observe that z1 minus c1 equal to minus 5 is most negative and the minimum ratio is 4. Hence, the vector y1 enters the basis and y2 leaves. The new table after the row transformation is Here Z2 minus C2 equal to minus 3 is most negative and the minimum ratio is 3. Hence, the vector y2 enters the basis and y6 leaves. The third iteration table is. Now, all the net evaluations are non-negative. Hence, the current solution is optimal. The solution is maximum of phi of x, that is equal to minus f of x equal to 5 into 4 plus 3 into 3, that is 29, where x1 equal to 4 and x2 equal to 3. That is, the minimum of f of x equal to minus 29, where x1 equal to 4 and x2 equal to 3. Now, we can summarize the module. One of the important method of solving a linear programming problem called simplex method is discussed in this module. The method of solving a LPP through simplex method is illustrated. The steps involved in simplex method are given. Problems of solving LPP are answered through simplex method for a better understanding of the method. Now, try to answer the following questions. Using simplex method, maximize f of x equal to 3x1 plus 2x2 subject to x1 plus x2 less than or equal to 4, x1 minus x2 less than or equal to 2, x1 greater than or equal to 0, x2 greater than or equal to 0. Use simplex method to solve the LPP. Maximize f of x equal to 5x1 plus 4x2 subject to the constraints 4x1 plus 5x2 less than or equal to 10, 3x1 plus 2x2 less than or equal to 9, 6x1 plus 3x2 less than or equal to 12, x1 greater than or equal to 0, x2 greater than or equal to 0. Solve the LPP using simplex method. Maximize z equal to x2 minus 3x3 plus 2x5 subject to the constraints 3x2 minus x3 plus 2x5 less than or equal to 7, minus 4x2 plus 3x3 plus 8x5 less than or equal to 10, x1 greater than or equal to 0, x2 greater than or equal to 0, x3 greater than or equal to 0. Use simplex method to minimize z equal to x1 minus x2 plus x3 plus x4 plus x5 minus x6 subject to the constraints x1 plus x4 plus 6x6 equal to 9, 3x1 plus x2 minus 4x3 plus 2x6 equal to 2, xi greater than or equal to 0 for I equal to 1, 2, etc. 6.